music is so much more than the soundtrack of our collective experiences. It serves so many crucial and often unappreciated roles in our lives. At its best, music makes us, if only temporarily, put aside our differences to enjoy a song or a performer who has the truly magical ability to unite. It's no wonder, then, that so many of us are obsessed with music and choose to surround ourselves with it 24/7. And not just in terms of buying digital music or physical media such as LPs or CDs, but with collectibles that serve a totemistic purpose as reminders of how music has helped shape who we are as a society. With that in mind, here is an overview of the most incredible music collectibles, powered by eBay. Rogue One, a Star Wars Story, Expanded Edition. In the aftermath of Andor's fantastic first season, we've found ourselves devouring anything and everything Rogue One related. This is certainly the case with Mondo's lavish 4-LP set of music that Michael Giacchino crafted for the film, much of it gathered here for the first time on 180-gram black vinyl. Karma Chameleon Telephone. Culture Club's Karma Chameleon remains one of the defining songs of the 1980s. Weirdly enough, it was such a sensation that it spawned a truly bizarre piece of spin-off merchandise, a telephone that plays the song when a call comes through. The Karma Chameleon telephone struts the extra mile into Crazy Town by featuring a lizard whose stomach lights up, red, gold, and green, and, for reasons best left unexamined, a ladybug who plays the earworm's harmonica solo. Loving would be easy if your colors were like my dreams, and with this phone, they are. Boy George Doll. We feel obligated to tell you that in 1984, LJN Toys released a Boy George doll. It was a modest seller, but nowhere near as popular as LJN's other rock doll, Michael Jackson doll. Slightly understating things, the packaging for LJN's Michael Jackson doll calls him a superstar of the 1980s. LJN had such a hit with this toy that they offered other outfits for it. As you may have guessed though, it's his Thriller ensemble that remains both the most available and desirable on the secondary market. The Last of Us Original Scores, Volumes 1 and 2. Thanks to the current HBO series starring Pedro Pascal, everything related to The Last of Us is exploding in interest and value. Case in point, Mondo's stunningly beautiful packaging of Gustavo Santaolall's score for the game. Featuring art from fan favorite Sam Wolfe Connolly, this 4-record set captures all of the unsettling soundscapes from the game. A word to the wise, grab this while you can, as Mondo releases tend to skyrocket in price. Robert Smith Funko Pop. Originally a Hot Topic exclusive, this hard-to-find Funko Pop of The Cure frontman Robert Smith is styled after his Boys Don't Cry era look, making this must-have item for once and future goths everywhere. Morrissey Funko Pop. If you were more into the Smiths than The Cure, you'll be pleased to know that Funko offers a Pop of Morrissey, inspired by his gladiola waving period of the 1980s, i.e. before the band broke up. The notorious B.I.G. reaction figure. Super 7's fantastic line of music reaction figures pays tribute to the peerless, notorious B.I.G. with this release that comes on a card with imagery from his legendary Ready to Die LP. SpiderMan Rock Reflections of a Superhero. Originally released in 1975, this LP is best described as what would happen if The Who's Tommy donned the Infinity Gauntlet. Narrator Stan Lee masterminds this concept album about Spidey's life that features incredibly catchy jams like Peter Stays and Spider-Man Goes, and Dr. Octopus Part 2. Throw in cover art from John Romita, and you've got a Spidey album that is a must-hear, and proof that it's what Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark should have been. DC Comics Record Player. Themed record players are a whole collectibles Pandora's box in their own right, so in the interest of brevity, we will just include one on this list. This 1970s model based on DC Comics, showcasing illustrations of Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, and Robin, this would be a great player to listen to those old power records on.
Wonder Woman! Wonder Woman!
The Beatles Yellow Submarine Lego Set. LEGO Ideas has offered a ton of truly inspired sets over the years, but perhaps none capture the whimsy of their source material better than this kit based on the Beatles' Yellow Submarine film. Originally released in 2016, this set is certain to bring together Beatlemaniacs of all ages while illustrating that all you need is love and some Legos to have a great life. Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power Season 1 LP. Presented on 2 beautiful gold-colored LPs, this collection of Bear McCreary's music for the first season of Amazon's The Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power soundtrack transports you smack into the adventures and intrigue of Middle-earth. This is another Mondo release, and as such more than lives up to the sound and packaging standards that the company is known for. Slick Rick Reaction Figure. Super 7 continues to prove themselves as toy iconoclasts by shining a spotlight on hip-hop groundbreaker Slick Rick, seen here in his posable reaction figure form. Freddie Mercury Funko Pop. Let's close out this list with a true showstopper, the late great Freddie Mercury. Seen here in his live onstage action pose, the Queen frontman turned collectible is the ultimate music conversation piece. Find all these music-inspired collectibles and more on eBay now.